In this video tutorial, you're going to learn how to make an envelope, pillowcase or cushion cover using very easy steps without a pattern. I'm going to show you everything from start to finish. This is going to be one of the easiest sewing tutorials you've ever seen. If you'd love to watch more videos like this, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel I post very detailed, informative, free sewing tutorials that you would never want to miss. So subscribe for more. So to make this envelope pillow cushion, pillow cover, I'm going to be using my pillow, as you can see, or a cushion. Then I also have my thread and I also have my fabric. So I'm using a pink fabric, and therefore it's important to use a matching thread. So since I'm using a pink fabric, I'll use a pink thread as well. Then I'm also going to wind my bobbin. So let's get started to winding the bobbin before we sew. It's important to always wind your bobbin. So I'm just going to do it manually, as this is a manual sewing machine. So I'm just going to run it with my hand wheel, as you can see. Then I'm going to wind my bobbin. If possible, you can also wind 2 bobbins. Make sure you have an extra bobbin on standby, so that when the other one finishes, you easily put in the other bobbin. So I'm going to put my bobbin into my bobbin case, as you can see. So this is my bobbin case. I'll put it right in here. Then we're going to take it to the sewing machine. So I'm just going to open here and insert my bobbin right in there. So now that we have our bobbin ready, now let's thread the sewing machine. So I'm just going to start threading. I'll put my thread over there on my thread guide. So each sewing machine has its own method of threading. Make sure you read your manual, your instruction manual. So for this type of machine, this is how you do it. But mostly the threading technique is the same. The difference is not that much, but always stick to your manual. So I'm just going to move on to the next thread guide. I'll just be following the instruction for my sewing machine. Then finally, you have to put it in the needle. So that's the last step to threading the machine. Then after threading and putting in the thread into the needle, we can now get ready and start sewing. So the first thing you have to do is measure your cushion or the pillow. So the first measurement is the width and length. So I'm going to start with the length measurement. So as you can see, my measurements are in inches, and here I have 21 inches for my length, and for the width I have in inches as well, 16 inches. So now let's move on to the next step, transferring the measurements onto the fabric. So I have my fabric here, and this is what I'm going to do. The width was 16 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch, an extra 1 inch, and that is going to be 17 inches. So I'm going to mark 17 inches over here. Then the length, we're going to do a little math. Our length was 21 inches. I'll multiply 21 by 2, and I'm going to add an extra 6 inches. Therefore, the length is going to be 48 inches in total. So we have our width 17 inches and the length 48 inches. So I'm just going to connect the points and measure the width again, which is 17 inches, as you can see me do. I'll keep measuring the length and width and marking with my tailor's chalk. So I'm just going to do that and get my ruler, then connect the points, as you can see me do. Then we're going to come up with a beautiful rectangular shape for the pillow cover. So let's move on to the next step, which is cutting the fabric. So I'm just going to get my pair of scissors and cut the fabric, as you can see me do. So now let's move on to the next step, which is pressing and folding. So I'm going to fold 1 inch at the top here where the finger emoji is pointing. I'm going to fold 1 inch. Then I'm going to press with my hot steam iron, as you can see me do. Then after pressing and folding, I'm going to make another second fold. So the first fold was 1 inch. Again, I'm going to fold another 1 inch again. Then I'm going to press with my hot steam iron. Then I'm going to keep pressing and ironing to remove all the creases everywhere on the rectangular fabric. Then I'm going to go on the other side as well and fold 1 inch, similar to what we did on the other side. So you need to do the same thing that I'm doing here. Then I'm going to make a second fold as well of 1 inch, then press again. Then I'm going to keep pressing and make sure it's nice and crease free. So now let's move on to the other step, which is sewing. So we just finished folding the two sides and pressing. The next thing you have to do is run a straight stitch on both sides. Straight stitch on this side and on the other side. So let's go to the sewing machine and run a straight stitch. So you have to make sure you do your reverse back stitch, then you run a straight stitch, as you can see me do. So after sewing this side, let's turn it to the other side and sew. But before we do that, I'll show you a little trick on how to sew in a straight line as a beginner. So to sew in a straight line, you can just draw a straight line with your ruler and chalk wherever you want to stitch. If at all you're a beginner and you don't know how to sew in a straight line, this trick is going to help you. So I'm just showing you a little trick that you can use to sew in a straight line. So now that we've marked with the chalk, let's use the chalk as the guide and then stitch. And that way you're going to have the perfect straight stitch as a beginner. Then after you're done, you can erase the chalk mark, because this chalk can easily be erased. So make sure you do the back stitch, reverse stitch towards the end. So this is what we have. We have stitched on both sides. Now I've sewn this side and the other side. So you're going to turn this to the right side. So the wrong side is facing down. Then you're going to fold. You're going to use a cut. After folding, you're going to find the midpoint. So I'll just fold my tape at the center to find my midpoint. Or whatever measurement you have, you can divide it by 2. So I'm just going to fold my measuring tape in order to find the midpoint. Then after finding that midpoint, I'm going to further find the midpoint of that midpoint. I hope that's clear. So this is the midpoint, the half. So I'm further going to find half of this by folding my tape again. Then whatever I have, I'll mark it at the top. So, and mark like I have done. So at this point where I've marked, that is where I'm going to drop this. So just watch what I'm going to do. It's very easy, guys. Just drop it down to that mark. Then you're going to, let me just put it like I have done on that mark. Then you're going to overlap, get the top part. So this is the mark I'm referring to, top part, and put it over here. Just do what I'm doing like I have done. So this is the envelope effect that we're making. Then the next step is to run a straight stitch on the side. So where I'm marking with the chalk, that's why you have to run a straight stitch. Make sure the chalk marking is straight. You can use a ruler to mark and run a straight stitch where my chalk is marking. So I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and run 2 straight stitches on both sides. But before you do that, it's important to pin. Just make sure you get your pins. As you can see, I have some pins on my pin cushion. I'm going to pin. Then I'm later on going to take it to the sewing machine. So after pinning, we can just run a straight stitch on the sewing machine I'm going to run a straight stitch, as you can see me do. Then I'm also going to run a straight stitch on the other side as well. So after sewing, we're just going to turn this to the right side, as you can see. Then we're going to put the cushion or pillow inside. So this is how you easily do it. Then I'm going to get the pillow or the cushion and insert it inside. So I'm just going to insert the pillow and cushion inside. So this is what we have, and this is how you easily make a pillow, cushion or pillowcase with very easy steps. If you found this tutorial useful, make sure you subscribe for more exciting sewing videos I post.